And a tremendous welcome for the two teams in this wonderful new stadium to the north of Stockholm in Solna. Quite a few hijinks, particularly for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who has a wonderful personal record here, already 10 goals, including 4 of them against England, another hat-trick against the Norwegians too. It's a lucky ground for him. And it needs to be tonight from a Swedish perspective, as we prepare to pause for the national anthems. In Sweden, well, there is plenty of time. They can afford to be a little bit patient, although a whirlwind start may suit them. Against Germany in their last home game, they did perform absolutely brilliantly in the first quarter of the game and took the lead and stole the second somewhat against the run of play as Germany got control. How do you see it? How would you go at it if you were in their shoes, Andy?
I think from Sweden's point of view, they have to strike a balance between, of course, trying to get an early goal, maybe in the first 20 minutes or so, but
some useful weapons in there. One of them is Bruno Alves, and Isaacson having to produce the save.
It's a really tidy heading. What makes it difficult for Isaacson is the way the ball just bounces in front of him. He can't make a clean catch. He's got to try and judge the bounce, get this wrong. And this could easily just sneak into the corner. It's actually a terrific save. He's got to adjust his body, get his angles absolutely right, and time his dive to perfection. And starved of possession and was a peripheral figure and just not involved whatsoever.
Olsen. That's a nice turn and promise here for the Swedes. Well, Manda applauding his clubmate's effort.
Well, the idea was certainly right, and he's been really positive actually. Martin Olsen at left back, he's pressed forward a number of occasions and it opens up nicely for him. The big criticism, of course, hit the target. Whether it's the greatest shot in the world doesn't matter.
Point of his body where he's not used to it. Ronaldo. Miguel Veloso put in that wonderful cross for the goal. His contribution. Yesterday we were rather aghast at the temperatures when they trained here. Here's Ronaldo. Well, he's saying, where were you in terms of the support, the targets to aim for?
Well, he's blaming his teammates, but I'm not sure what he's actually trying to do here. But this is where Portugal can really threaten. They win the ball back fairly cheaply. And the one thing you don't want as a defender is to be isolated one-on-one with Ronaldo. But is it a cross? Is it a shot?
Ronaldo. Rasmus Holm stepped in. Odd way of immediately dismissing the thought that Cristiano Ronaldo might have had a free kick there. Well, and up goes Ronaldo, but wide it goes.
Well, we saw in the first leg how threatening Ronaldo can be in the air. At times he's jumped well, but he's under severe pressure. And
Ronaldo with an adhesive first touch. Some space has opened up. Oh. And Isaacson hangs on.
That's a decent strike, but it's not the most powerful shot that Ronaldo has ever struck. He's more than capable on left or right foot of beating goalkeepers from this range, but it's good positioning again from Isaacson. So Portugal are breaking and they're getting players in space.
And Nani ducked underneath it, Ronaldo coming in. Oh, beating the ground in frustration. It would have been some goal had it hit the target.
Well, the chances just keep coming, but this is a very, very difficult opportunity, even for a world-class footballer. It's the way he just skips up off the surface. You've got to time your run, you're moving at pace onto the ball. You're under some pressure as well from Lustig. Trying to keep this down is the big job you've got on.
Shellstrom. It's found Larsen well. Pushed away from goal though. Lustig. There's a problem over on that far side with Elmander.
I think Elmander actually got clattered as Pepe cleared his lines.
Well, Ronaldo's in behind here and that spells danger. Almeida's up there with him! Oh! And he cannot take the chance.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Almeida had scored here, there would have been certainly controversy because Almeida had been down for a long, long time. I think Sweden were looking for Portugal to put the ball out of play. Saying that Sweden had possession and didn't put the ball out of play themselves. It's an opportunity for Almeida. He's on the stretch. The ball is difficult to really keep on target when you're trying to stretch like that, even for a big centre forward.
Looking towards Ibrahimovic. And now Shellstrom! Well, on that lovely left foot, and at last the test for Rui Patricio, albeit a routine one.
It's taken 41 minutes, but better play. Get some decent quality into Ibrahimovic, who brings Shellstrom into the game. He's a long, long way out. It's a beautiful strike.
Nani. Well, just a little flutter of encouraging football for Sweden, but the danger is always there. And here's Moutinho. On for Nani. Ronaldo coming near post. Here he is! Another extremely worrying moment from a Swedish point of view.
It's a fabulous attack. I just wonder whether Ronaldo's gone over on his ankle here, but the thing about world-class footballers is their movement off the ball. The way Ronaldo finds space here for Nani to find him. Just watch his movement.
That's better, but Ronaldo able to defend it first time of asking. Ibrahimovic! Well, not straightforward. The first effort of any sort from Zlatan on second leg night.
It's not easy with a dropping ball like that, no matter how good a player you are. This is not an easy volley, but
can they afford to rely on one flash of inspiration from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, because there's been precious little from that point of view for Sweden. Portugal certainly the more threatening. Bruno Alves bringing a brilliant save out of Andreas Isaksson. Ronaldo always dangerous, but Sweden lacking a little in attack and certainly haven't mustered much to worry Rui Patricio in the Portugal goal. At the break, it's Sweden 0, Portugal 0. Will provide that. Anders Svensson winning cap number 148 tonight. It could well be his very last international. Nani. Moutinho hoping to get there. João Pereira. Raul Meireles able to turn. Quite able to pick a pass. Well, this is Fabio Contrao. Might pick a way through. Ronaldo! And Isaksson is there again.
That's a brilliant save in the end from Isaksson. Offside flag had already gone up.
Paolo Bento disagreeing. Ibrahimovic bustling, trying to find a way in behind. He has done, surely now! Oh, it's Rui Patricio's turn to produce. Oh, Seb Larsson with the chance. Kacaniklic. In towards Elmander. There's Bruno Alves with a header. Oh, what a beautiful ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo with a chance maybe to seal it, and he has taken it. They're one step closer to Brazil, thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's a fabulous forward ball, but as soon as Ronaldo takes his first touch here, you pretty much know what is going to happen, because in world football, in front of goal, this man is absolutely devastating. And as the game started to open up, Sweden had a great chance to score the opening goal, but straight down the other end, Ronaldo, well, he just doesn't pass up chances like this, and Isaksson, absolutely no chance of stopping it.
Well, devastating in more ways than one. Olsen again. Nani hoping to win it back. Yellow card for Olsen. Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who has made the difference in both legs, and he was nearing full pelt there. Howard Webb felt there was no case for a free kick. And there's certainly a case against Nani here, and he's going to get a booking.
I feel that Howard Webb has got that absolutely right. Ronaldo just overran it slightly and seemed to me to throw himself to ground, not necessarily be fouled, certainly bumped.
Larsson's ball. Oh, it got stuck under the defender's feet. João Pereira bringing it away. And he will be fouled by Anders Svensson, who is going to receive a yellow card. João Moutinho behind that Swedish central midfield pair. It's Ronaldo. Oh, that's beautiful. Antunes, can he get there? It's Lustig with a very timely challenge.
There's another factor, another aspect of Ronaldo's game, the way he can pick out on-rushing teammates. He is unselfish at times. We know the ability he has with the ball at his feet. He loves to dip inside and get shots away. How about that for a bit of brilliance? And Anders Svensson has to be careful. He's been booked.
And Nielsen there. Ball beyond him, but in! Ibrahimovic has finally arrived. And there is a glimmer of hope for Sweden.
It's a really decent ball in, but it's shocking defending from the Portuguese. We know Ibrahimovic is a big lad and he's more than capable in the air, but he doesn't have to do an awful lot to score here. Just gets off the ground, nods it into the far corner. Maybe there's life in Sweden yet. Decent ball in. Oh, watch Ibrahimovic up against Bruno Alves. He's just too strong for him.
Two more will do it tonight, and they've got the momentum. Kacaniklic is in there. Ibrahimovic, can he turn? Oh, Shellstrom goes down! But Howard Webb points the other way. Well, he was right on the spot, but he didn't point to it.
Well, this really is a massive call, but there's not an awful lot of debate from Shellstrom. And I don't think actually Pereira makes any contact whatsoever with Shellstrom as he bursts forward.
Larsen. Well, Antunes wanted a free kick, which he was not going to get. Bruno Alves having to make that. That looked a foul by Veloso, right on the edge of the penalty area.
It's amazing what a goal can do for a team. Suddenly Sweden flying forward. Portugal haven't really troubled throughout this tie, really, and now they're absolutely all over the place, making major mistakes.
It's Ibrahimovic! He's done it! And one more will do it for Sweden! Incredible stuff!
Well, this is quite extraordinary, and actually when the ball is right on the edge of the penalty area like this, it is so difficult to be precise, to whip it maybe into the top corner, and Ibrahimovic just decides, I'm going to put my foot through this and blast it. If it gets past the wall, it's past the keeper before Patricio can even blink, and the right decision from Ibrahimovic, and cometh the hour, cometh the man.
Svensson. Carvalho blocking the road. But now it's Ronaldo who can break again. And can he kill the Swedish dream? He has done, surely. Well, when he's around, you've always got a chance. And he's once again leading the personal battle. He may just have finally led Portugal to the World Cup finals.
They could well have broken Swedish hearts here, because they'd, in the last 10 minutes or so, turned the game on its head. But there's one player on the pitch out there that can turn the course of a game, change the complexion of a match, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolutely devastating again on the counter-attack. As the ball is played out to him, it's a really good ball from Hugo Almeida. Times the pass perfectly. It's not an easy ball to take under your spell and then to thrash past the goalkeeper. But Ronaldo, once again, his balance, he knows exactly what he wants to do.
Sweden have to respond again. Once more, it's 2 goals they need, but it's a chance for Ronaldo again. Hat-trick! He has written his name all over this tie, and there is no doubt now he's paved their path to Rio.
It's absolutely incredible. His movement, his first touch, and his finishing tonight has just been extraordinary. This Swedish fans shaking their heads, the coach is shaking his head. He cannot believe what he's seeing here, but this is why Ronaldo is so renowned in world football. His finishing ability, everything about his game is top-notch, and tonight he's just shown why he is the very, very best in the world.
Well, in barely 2 minutes, he has killed the Swedish dream. Coutinho. Nani. Well, there may be more for them here. João Pereira. Ronaldo again! Well, he's not finished for the night.
This is inches wide. I just think when you strike this with your right foot from this type of distance, it's always going to slightly...
Got him very quickly, in fairness, but that's a lovely touch by Ronaldo. What a performance he's produced tonight. And he might just cap it all with another stunning moment.
Real touches of genius from Cristiano Ronaldo, and that another one there, just the way he dinks that ball around the corner and then he's off again.
Maradona is dominated a World Cup. Covered most of Messi's games in South Africa. He was outstanding individually. Salmanda. On the day of the quarter-final against Germany, when Argentina got... I don't think the Parisians will mind too much. Here's Ronaldo! Oh! Well, there's nothing, almost nothing beyond this man.
What's amazing here is he misses, but how high he gets off the ground just to control this ball. He has no right to get it on his chest. And
whistle in mouth, and that signals that Portugal are on their way to Brazil. Irrepressible, irreplaceable, a rampant Ronaldo has delivered a magnificent individual performance to end Sweden's hopes and send Portugal on their way. A hat-trick on the night, a goal in the first leg when it was all about determination, drive and will to win. Tonight, he showed real top-class finishing as well.